Hello and welcome to the programme. We're going to start in the Brazilian city of Santos, where the coffin of the footballing legend Pele has been brought out from the football stadium where he had been lying in state and taken through the streets in a final public procession. Officers from Brazil's presidential guard carried the casket from the stadium where Pele began his playing career. Coffin was on public view in the middle of the pitch for 24 hours, and the club says 230,000 people paid their final respects to Pele as he lay in state. And this is the scene live now in Santos. The legendary player is making a final journey through the city streets at the moment before later a private family burial service. So these are the final moments of the public's chance to say their goodbye before he heads in for that private family funeral service. Well, let's speak now to Marcelo Rael Corrigiari, who lives in Santos. Thank you very much for coming on the programme.
Thanks for having me.
What are your emotions like today?
Well, how can I tell you? There are tough days in life. This afternoon is one of them.
You went to visit and see Pele as he lay in the centre of the football stadium, I believe. Talk to me about that.
Yes, it was a very silent. It was a very silent queue. We were not supposed to, to stop to take pictures or something like this. And there were about 2,000 people to pay tribute, for this funeral. So people were not supposed to spend so much time, around the coffin. And I went there twice. Something about 4:30 in the morning, which is something like 7:30 London time, and it was people were up all night, thousands of people in the queue to pay this final tribute to the legend, and some of them started some chants, when they were in the queue, and it was something really massive.
It's so interesting to hear those details about the process of going through it. And then let's come to today, in the last couple of hours, people out on the streets. What's the emotion like there right now on the streets of the city?
Pele was a sort of legend who never denied to take a picture with you, never denied an interview for any journalist. So part of our identity has not ended, but it's a kind of a part of us that came to an end. It's the end of a cycle, and the beginning of another cycle. We don't know exactly where we're heading to, where we're going to. So in this case, it's really tough to describe all the emotions and the feelings we've got at this moment, because most of our parents' stories about football that made us be football fans started with our fathers, especially, and all the stories involved Pele. So today it's some sort of a very emotional moment, because it's a kind of our father's second burial.
That's a really...
Yes, we are burying our fathers again.
Well, that's a really powerful way to put it, because, of course, he had such an impact on, of course, the lives of football fans around the world, but a much more personal relationship with the city. And I see you're wearing the football club colours there as well. And it's people from all generations will be swapping and telling their stories about the man today.
So it was something really, sometimes when I was in the queue, it was something really strange, because the vast majority of the people in the queue, they never saw Pele playing, except from short videos on video streams.
And yet he still managed to have such a powerful connection with people, which is a remarkable thing to do. And of course, today is the public's final chance to say goodbye. And we're just watching, just so you know, as we are listening to you, we're watching live pictures of people out on the streets of your city right now, waving the flags, the black and white flags, walking alongside the procession, standing on the pavements to get a glimpse of what's happening, to say their final goodbyes. And of course, this will be a final public goodbye in terms of the proceedings today, but as a legacy and a legend, he will, of course, live on.
For sure, definitely. I think we used to make a kind of a in-joke in the city that Pele escaped from Edson Arantes do Nascimento. Pele is it's global legend that even Edson Arantes do Nascimento was not even able to control any longer.
Marcelo, thank you very much for talking to us and giving us your time on a special, poignant and emotional day for you, your family and so many there in the city. Thank you very much for talking to us. Thank you.
Thank you.